I think the most important question to ask ourselves when it comes to regulating new technologies is to think of who these technologies are benefiting. Too often, when it comes to regulation, we are being scared by entrepreneurs claiming that any sort of regulation will inhibit our ability to innovate. I think this is wrong. I think the honest and natural answer is that regulation is necessary and regulation can benefit people, and this is something that we should be concerned about first and foremost. We often are asked whether the AI should change democracy somehow, and I think it's actually other way around. We see too little accountability when it comes to developing new technologies. What needs to happen is to have a proper democratic discussion on the level of nation states and globally on how do we want to live with these technologies that are controversial and potentially have damaging effects for our personal agency. I think one of the biggest risks is that it's really tempting for a nation state to monitor and nudge their citizens. Given the developments of modern data-driven technologies, it is easy to be able to know whatever citizens are doing all the time. The next natural step is to try to enforce some sort of behavior that the state would consider to be beneficial for the citizens. But this is just one step away from becoming an authoritarian state. I think it is very important to have a forum like this, a Club of Madrid, where former heads of states and prime minister gather every year to discuss issues of global importance. I think too often when it comes especially to new technologies, we don't rely on expertise of statesmen who have a lot of experience when it comes to tackling controversial, contested issues within their respective societies. I think my call for action for 2020 is that it is necessary to embrace the momentum that is boiling globally and think strategically about how do we regulate big tech and how do we break up monopolies that are endangering our democracies.